take these shits off. What up, Night Nation? This your boy, Stevie Knight. About to get on one of these things, you feel me? What's good, my Patreon family? What's cracking with y'all, man? Hey, I'm curious as to how this next video was gonna go. A certain individual sent it my way.
When you see the yellow light blue on your device, it means you have a notification or message. Just say, read my notifications.
Bitch, anybody talking to you? Shut up. Yeah, certain individual sent this my way and talked me into reacting to it. Y'all know I don't fuck with Mcdonald. Yeah, I don't like his music. Fucking shoot me, whatever, man. But she said these are like some outtakes or some footage of what was taking place prior to the shoot of a video called White Boy. So we're gonna check this shit out, man. She said she talked me into fucking looking at it, man. So we're gonna check this shit out, man. I don't know what I'm getting myself into, but we're gonna check this shit out. All right. If your first time stopping by, go ahead and press the subscribe button, man. Join the family, Night Nation. We are out here. Patreon family, love y'all, appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for the support. And yeah, let's get it. And mind you, I've never heard this song, White Boy. Never heard that song. Don't know what it's about. So I don't know how this reaction is gonna go. So if it goes well, I'll post it. If not, then charge it to the game. Let's get it.
So, being as this is like a super like edgy piece of content, I'm gonna play you guys the song right now. Everybody sort of knows what to expect. The first verse especially is pretty rocky, purposefully, to engage the people that are watching it. Second verse onward, it smooths out quite a bit. So. Yeah. Alright. How does it feel about it? Everybody okay? Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely asking questions for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Feel free to ask them.
I was just gonna ask, what makes you feel like you need to like justify that you're not racist?
I don't feel like I do, and I don't really feel like this song is like. I'm not racist, but it has been said like so many times. I'm Canadian, okay? So the social climate in Canada, in terms of like race relations and that type of thing, is completely different than it is here in America. And like quite simply put, like I wasn't prepared for that how intense the racial shit is out here. Obviously, like the roots in America runs far deeper than they do in Canada. So it was like pretty eye-opening to come out here, and especially like under Donald Trump's administration and everything that perpetuates, it was pretty like eye-opening for me to experience that. And because the last two songs I released were targeting the content of mumble rap, so like over-sexualization of women, alcohol consumption, Xanax use, overspending, party culture, like that type of thing. And because I targeted that content, I had a lot of people, like my page went from like 1,000 likes to like almost 200,000 likes in the course of like 3 months. So there's hundreds of thousands of comments on these videos, and a small portion of them, but enough for me to like, my phone blows up all day. And I look down at what people are saying on these videos, and a quarter of these hundreds of thousand comments are people saying like, yo, this guy's a fucking racist, he's targeting black rappers, he's a culture vulture, etc., which just comes with the territory. But it's like, we've never targeted black rappers. We didn't target any rappers of a particular color, we targeted rappers of a particular content. And there's white rappers, and there's Asian rappers, and there's all types of rappers that talk about that exact same shit. So this song was fueled by pretty much the reaction to my last two videos. And it has less to do with me feeling like I need to stand up and say, hey, I'm not racist, and more to do with me feeling like I need to respond to these people that have been saying wild shit on a public forum that is my page for the last 3 months.
Gotcha. So it's more of like a culture shock from you moving here,
absolutely.
And then these people assuming that you're racist.
Absolutely. And I mean, my neighbor, some of the stuff he listens to is like is straight up, it's anti-white, and it blares from his house all the time.
Like, this shit's kind of beyond me. I'm not aware. I've never heard this song. I mean, I think I heard like 2 or 3 songs from Tom McDonald, and not once did I think that he was racist or some shit. I just don't like the way his music sounds for me. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it's good for these reactions, I guess, especially since he has such a fucking large following, and y'all troll me to react to his shit. But there's nothing I can really, speak on because I'm not included in these people that try to tear him down, thinking he's fucking racist or whatnot. I don't know enough about him to fucking gather an opinion one way or the other. But it's interesting hearing him feel that way. And I didn't know he was Canadian, so that's interesting as well. If motherfuckers calling him racist, because Canada is nowhere near America's alone on its own as far as a lot of the ways of life we have here, man. It's pretty fucked up in certain circumstances. But Canada, it's not like that over there, man. Like Canada's full of fucking immigrants for the most part, and a lot of people up there, they don't see fucking color. So when they come down here, I can see it being a culture shock. Like, what the fuck? They probably fucking try to tear his ass down. Like, what gives him the right to speak on this or that and this, that, and the third? But I say I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know what he's saying that is setting motherfuckers off to make them feel like he's racist. But I mean, like I said, it's dope hearing his perspective on things. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I should check out this white boy shit now. You know what I'm saying? But let's go.
And he talks to me, he's like, yo, you got a problem with this shit? And I'm like, nah, bro, it's music, like, it's all good. So anyways, I had come over to the house, and I played him this song before I even decided to go through with the video or whatever. And is like very, very, very like pro-black, like very pro-black. And he straight up told me, he said, look, Tom, like, I understand that like you're a rapper and like, yeah, you're one of the good ones and you want to be down with like hip hop culture and da-da-da-da-da-da. He's like, I'm gonna tell you straight up, just because I live in America and I grew up here, and as my experiences as a black man in America, if I didn't know you and I saw you walking down the street and I'm hanging out with my black friends, I'm assuming you're racist before I even fucking talk to you. Because his analogy was, if there's a barrel full of snakes and half of them are poisonous, I don't have the fucking time to stick my hand in and figure out which ones are poisonous and which one aren't, because at the end of the day, they all fucking bite. That's what he said to me. And it's and he's my friend, but it's that mindset that a lot of people, and I'm not saying that he's wrong, but it's not something that I relate with being from Canada. And it's that mindset that a lot of people came to me on Facebook with in response to the mumble rap videos. And at the end of the day, like, that's what I was responding to with this record. You can only read these things on Facebook for so long until it does start touching you on some emotional level, and it does like start to anger you and stuff. So some of this is fueled from anger. I did my best to have it come from an angry place at times, but not a hateful place. But some of it was done intentionally so that people stop and say, well, that's bullshit. He shouldn't have fucking said that. Because the reason this is taking place in a classroom setting is because this is a learning environment and an environment that incites discussion. So like, I want some of those people to say, hey, this is bullshit, you shouldn't have said that. I need those people. That's what's gonna spark the conversation. So.
I definitely understand. Reason being, I just moved from Belize not too long ago, and race is not really like something we focus on. Like, we know there's Chinese people, we know there's different types of people, but we don't really focus on black or white.
Yeah.
So a couple months moving out here when I was going to community college, and there was something happening, but I can't remember what happened, but one of my friends at the time on the track here, he was like, oh, that happened because you're black. And I looked at him, I was like, what does that mean? Like, I didn't understand what the context of the joke, so like I had to ask him, he explained it, and that's how I learned about race. So I definitely relate to what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, people aren't that, it's not such of a non-issue in Canada where it's at a point where people wouldn't understand something like that. Like, it definitely does exist in Canada, but not to the degree of intensity that exists out here.
Right.
So, so yeah, that's where I'm at. So I just wanted to, the reason I told everybody about it on the phone is just, I didn't think it was fair to bring everybody here and then to play the song and expect everybody to just deal with it, which is why I sort of gave everybody a disclaimer on the phone, and that's why I wanted to play you guys the song right now. So as long as everybody's cool, we'll get on with it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to listen to White Boy now. Let's go. I'm interested. That's how she got my ass, motherfucker. You think you fucking? She thinks she's slick. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I cannot feel guilty for that I didn't do, but I can understand the reasons why you think that I should. Yeah, I'm white, but I never put your neck in no noose, and I never burnt a cross or hid my face with a hood. You can't just label me racist, cause I'm related to people who did some terrible way back before I was alive. My parents brought me up to treat everyone as an equal. I refuse to feel ashamed cause of my pretty blue eyes. A Nazi, white supremacist, anyone who labels me as that because of my family genetics. The hatred for Caucasians is so pathetic. Go be proud that you're black, but don't hate me for some credit. I'm not the white devil, neo-Nazi, cop trying to pull the trigger. You can call me what you want, but I'd still never say the white race as a whole ain't the enemy. There's racist white people, but we're far from that collectively.
White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh you so bad.
Yeah, see, I fuck with the message, man. I fuck with the message. The song is trash. Sounds terrible, but we beyond that. Like, I've come to learn, a lot of you guys, let's listen to this shit because it's thought-provoking behind the message and all that shit. And I agree with everything he fucking said, but that's just not the way of life. It's not the way of life. That's how life should be. You should judge someone by the content of their character, not by the color of their skin. It's like racism against white folks now because of what happened back then and what still happens to this day. It's just, I don't know what needs to take place in order to fix that. That's a thoughts and mind state. It's a thought process with emotion connected to it. You got emotion connected to it. It's hard to fucking split that up. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, this so far in the song, shit like this needs to be heard. Needs to be heard because everybody ain't racist. Everybody that's white isn't racist, man. But when he said that shit about his homeboy telling me would automatically assume he's racist just because he don't got time to figure out if he is, like that struck a chord with me. I don't have that same mind state now, but there was once a time in my life where I could share the same thought process as that because I've gone through so much fucking racist shit that you automatically gonna put that fucking guard up and believe somebody is until they prove themselves not that way. But that can cause a lot more damage, you know, at the beginning as opposed of, you know, allowing someone to show you their true colors and, you know, assessing them after the fact. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, everybody should just, that's dangerous too, because everybody just if everyone sits back and gives everyone a chance to prove or to show their colors, that gives people an opportunity to, you know, be racist and show that overt racism. But racism is happening regardless. So it's a tough situation, man. It's a tough situation, man. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. But everybody doesn't see racism the same way, though. You know what I'm saying? We all have to come to agreement on what exactly that shit is. Like, something that's racist to me would not be racist to another person, man. It's just so much gray area, man, and we right back in. we dealing with the same shit we've always dealt with, man. Shit ain't going nowhere. Shit ain't going nowhere, man. Like, is it a race thing? Is it a cultural thing? Is it a location thing? You know what I'm saying? It's just, but I mean, I fuck with the message. I just do not like the way his music sounds at all.
White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy. White boy, white noise. I can't say it with my white voice. White boys, white lies. Don't tell me how to see it through my white eyes.
If a black man is sipping on some cognac sitting next to me, I don't assume that every black's favorite drink is Hennessy. I don't dislike Tanisha cause her first name isn't Stephanie. Not only is that wrong, it's a waste of energy. Ivory or ebony, 45 or 17, to say Martin Luther King or Kennedy. They're angry, I'm reciting the facts. He's white and he raps, he stole the culture right from the blacks. Okay, he's fire, but we lit the flame, he's siphoning gas. So this corny little honky man, the whitey is whack. You letting history perpetuate the hatred within, and then you paint me with the brush you painted slave owners with. Yeah.
White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy.
an uncle and a grandma that I picture when you're openly hating. And God willing, one day I'll have a kid of my own. I refuse to let you blindly hate my wife and my baby, so go ahead and hate the races. I pray for their extinction. If you wanna hate the white people, just make the distinction between the ones who want the best for everyone regardless, and the ones who build the system just to smother you with hardship. Stop before you say it. I know what you've been thinking. How's a straight white male in 2018? You're making me the villain by demonizing my race for things I didn't do and decisions I didn't make. No one that I call a friend has ever owned a slave, and neither did our dads or our dads' dads. Sakes, acknowledging atrocities were wrongly committed is all that I can offer while I'm wrongly convicted. I would never hate a man for what God gave him in pigments, and I would never plot against him just because he is different. I would never judge a human for the cards he was given, or call him lesser than myself because of the race that he's mixed with. White people that you hate aren't your neighbors or lawyers. They're the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Bushes, and Royals. They're the people who monopolized the water and oil and injected your communities with drugs that they spoiled. Got no patience for Nazis, I think they're better off dead. They're fighting hatred with hatred, making the hate more intense. I don't want nothing to do with either side of the fence, so don't blindly attack me for wearing braids on my head. Hate the people who believe you put yourselves in the ghetto. Hate the ones who teach their children you ain't cause they said so. Hate the ones who think you're all the same and judge you profusely cause the way that you're portrayed on our news and in movies. Being white and being racist aren't the same, man, I promise. No, it's hard to tell the difference if I'm just being honest. I deserve the chance to show you.
He said, I know it's hard to tell the difference when I'm just being honest. Like, that was heavy there. I'm listening to what the fuck he's saying. You know, everybody that's white ain't racist, but I know it's hard to tell the difference based on the media. You know, based on conversation and shit. You know what I'm saying? That was hearing him say that was something.
I promise, no, it's hard to tell the difference if I'm just being honest. I deserve the chance to show you I'm not part of the problem, and you owe it to yourselves. We got so much in common.
White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy.
White boy, white noise. I can't say it with my white voice. White boys, white lies. Don't tell me how to see it through my white eyes.
White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy.
This video makes a whole lot of sense based on the video I just saw before that, like where it came from. Motherfuckers was coming for his neck based on some music that he put out. Let me know what it was that set people off. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. I don't know what the hell going on over here. I do not live in the hood. So I don't know what the fuck going on outside, man. But yeah, I don't know. Bruh. All right, it's fading away. But yeah, let me know what it is that everybody was pissed off about. I'm curious now, just because I want to see what was setting motherfuckers off. Yeah. I definitely fuck with the message. I mean, I say I always fuck with his message. I fuck with his last message. I didn't fuck with the song. So yeah. Anyway, fuck with that. Fuck with this, like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Join the Family Night Nation. We are out here. Patreon family, y'all, appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for the support. And yeah, hope y'all enjoyed the reaction. And see y'all next time. No.